Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patrice, and this is my Embellish Live. In today's episode, I do have a completed sewing outfit to share. Yes, and I'm spicing it up this time with Simplicity 1426. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. In last week's episode, when I talked about my call 7726 and I showed the completed outfit, which is this shorts here, I did express my vision for the entire outfit, and I spoke about doing Simplicity 1426, and I am absolutely happy that I did follow through with it. Yes, I did. Now, with my cause 7726, I can honestly say that is a tried and true pattern for me. I have now moved it out of my regular, stash, and I've actually promoted it to my tried and true. I can officially say that I do have a short pants pattern in my tried and true stash, and that's my cause 7726. So before I talk about Simplicity 1426, let me just show you my second pant, the second shorts that I'm making over here, and it's almost finished. Hi, there we go. That's the back, and I do have the front here, and I'm so excited. You can see the anchors, and it's the different fabric for the pocket and the pocket facing, and my sash is actually with the navy blue fabric, and I'm absolutely loving this. Now this fabric, I am so glad that I've got to use it finally, because I bought it a few years ago from Hobby Lobby, and I jacked up this fabric thoroughly. What had happened was this is the first time that I was cutting out, my tried and true 7974, and as you can see, the pattern is with the anchors, it's directional, and I folded the fabric the wrong way. So that resulted in the front panel being a different direction from the back panel. So I couldn't use it. And so it was just in my stash languishing for a very, 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 very long time. So with this one, for this time around, I said, you know what, Pat? We need to find a way to use that fabric, because I am about to be wasting my good nautical fabric over here, when I do love a good nautical theme. No way, Jose, we are not doing that. So I am so pleased that I'm finally able to use this fabric, and it's something that I absolutely love. Now back to Simplicity 1426. So, as I mentioned when I talked about the outfit that I envisioned, I also spoke about Simplicity 1426, and I'm so glad that I followed through with that pattern. Now, the view that I chose to do was view A, and even though I keep calling it a crop top, it's actually a bralette. So with view A, it's actually a halter top. So we're tying it at the neck with the straps, and then you button it at the lower back, mid back or lower back, somewhere in that region. And I love it. So the size that I did cut, I did gauge between a size 16 to an 18. Reason being, because I didn't want the gaps in the armhole region, and it was perfect. Love it. Love the fit of it. I love the fit of it in the end. And the seam allowance that I chose was the recommended seam allowance, which is 5/8 of an inch. Now the recommended fabric for this bralette, it's batik, chambray, gingham, linen types, madras, sucker, sateen, and cotton blends in denim, those types of fabric right up my alley. And it doesn't take a lot of fabric at all. For me, for my size, it took less than a yard, 3/4 of a yard. Do you know how much of these I could pump out with my scrap fabric? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! So yes, so the fabric that I chose to do, because I did want it to match it with this short, and I did want to use the rest of this scrap fabric that I use for the sash and the pockets. I decided to use it as an accent fabric. Well, I didn't have enough fabric left to do the whole thing out of it anyway. So it was used as an accent fabric for the bottom band and for the band with the straps. And it was matched with white Kona cotton, and the lining is some navy blue broadcloth that I absolutely love. My preferred lining of choice is actually broadcloth, and I do love the outcome of this. I'm just trying to see if I could get it together long enough but you can see the outcome, but I'll pop some photos of it. And you can see it's absolutely lovely. I do love it. Are there any adjustments that I made to the pattern? Yes, I did. Now, the pattern is a bralette. That's the original pattern. But I did wanted to extend the band a bit, so I did extended it by 2 inches, and I'm so glad that I did. I made that decision of that. So that's the only adjustment that I made to the pattern, was that I extended the band by 2 inches, and I'm definitely pleased with that decision. In terms of design, another change that I made is that instead of using buttons to fasten the back, I actually use hook and eyes. These are the hook and eyes that I used. So instead of using buttons, and again, I'm pleased. I am so pleased with that decision. Did I find the pattern easy? Well, first of all, let's talk about the pattern pieces. This pattern came with 4 pattern pieces. There's the band, the straps, and then the front left and the front right. So it's 4 pattern pieces, and it's easy to put together. I would admit that. What I didn't like is that, and this is something that I find with all simplicity patterns, I find that I do not like the written instructions in simplicity patterns. I prefer the written instructions in McCall's and Butterick. I don't know. There was something while sewing up this bralette, even though it was easy, there was something that was just not clicking. It was not clicking at all. And it took me a while, unfortunately, to sew this up. And I'm like, how is this possible? How in God's name is it possible to spend days trying to sew up not even a whole top? A bralette? And that was because I did not like the instructions at all. So I do know that I'm going to make it again, because this bad boy needs it match. So, but I've already told myself that I would not use the instructions, and I will just go about and putting it together like I know how, because like I said, it is easy to put together. Once I ditch the pattern, I know that I'm good to go. Another thing that I didn't like in this, and in this pattern, there's a design feature. There are 2 pleats on each side, right in the breast area, which I think is pretty cool. Instead of using darts, they've used pleats for shape and structure. What I didn't like is the way that they instructed to put in the pleats. Now, ordinarily, you would put in the pleat before you attach the lining and all of that jazz. But this was not the case for this bralette. What they had you do is that you would attach the lining, do all the understitching and fold it over and press it and all of that jazz, and then form the pleat with all of those bulk of fabric. So at the top here, when it was time to attach this band for the strap, it made up here very bulky. So then I had to go back and actually trim everything down. I did not like that at all. So I think the next time I will actually put in the pleats before I put in the lining and do all of that. But I also am thinking about trying to gather this area just for something different, just for a different look. I want to see the outcome of that. So I think with the other one I might try gathering and see the outcome. But I know for a fact that the method in which they instruct to do the pleats, I know if and when I choose that design again, I will definitely go about doing it a different way. So that's the only design change that I would consider, switching up a bit. Now let's talk about fitting. Yes, the fit. I absolutely love the fit of my top. Yes, I do. Like I said, I did grade it between a size 16 and 18, and by doing that, there wasn't any type of gaping in my armhole and my neck region, down the cleavage. There was no type of gaping, and I am so happy about that. Praise Jesus. Yes. So I'm happy with the fit and all of that. Now, how would I rate this pattern? Well, with the exception of the written instructions, I still will give this pattern a 4, or maybe a 4.5. I absolutely love this pattern, and I do intend on making this pattern again. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to sew it up again. So definitely a 4.5 out of 5. Now, granted, if you're more conservative or modest, this pattern might not be for you, or you might want to find other ways in how to incorporate this pattern like I did. I used a cover-up button-down shirt with this pattern. I don't think that, to be honest, I don't think I'll ever wear this bralette on its own without a top covering it. That's just for my level of comfort, but I can, and I did take some pictures without the top. But to go on the people's street, I don't think I'll ever do that, and that's just my level of comfort. So if you're thinking about making it, of course, you always have to take into consideration, your level of comfort. But for me, I'm happy about where it is right now, and I definitely would recommend anyone to sew this pattern. This pattern, you can use it for it can be very versatile, because you can also use it to be lounging in the pool, go to a beach party, just walking along the pier. You can use it for so many different reasons, and I like that about it. Me, I'm planning to travel with mine. I might actually use this as one of my airplane outfits. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe doing a tour around the town where we are going, around the city. Maybe doing one of those cultural tours. I don't know. But that outfit would be for one of those days when we're actually doing some sort of activity. So yes, I would recommend you sewing the pattern and trying it up and see how it is. Yes. So now that I've gotten McCall 7726 and Simplicity 1426 out of my system, what are my next sewing plans? I do have something that I'm thinking about, and this is all for vacation. I'm doing some vacation sewing. I'm hoping that I'm able to maybe squeeze out maybe 2 more dresses before before it's time to travel. And one of them I'm thinking of, because I do want a baby doll dress, you know, my nemesis. But I do want a tiered baby doll dress. And the ones that I have that I've sewn so far, um, they all have like an open back, and I do want one with a closed back just for something that is different. So what I'm thinking of doing for my next project is that I'm thinking of actually merging McCall's 8321 with McCall's 8108. Now, I've made McCall's 8321 before, and there's a video up in my channel, so you should check it out if you have the time. So what I want to do is that from view A of McCall's 8321, I actually do want the bottom portion of it, the skirt portion, and I do actually want to match it with McCall's 8108, the top portion of view A, without the sleeves. I actually do want to add straps to it. So that's what I'm envisioning right now. I'm not sure of the fabric as yet. I might use some linen. I do have a linen, a pinkish, rosish kind of linen. I might use that. I'm not sure as yet, but I'm about to go in negotiations today with my fabric to see what's happening, because I do want to cut it up tonight. So that's my next sewing project that I do have in mind, and I'm so excited to start whipping it up. All right, lovies, that is all that I have today concerning Simplicity 1426, McCall 7726, and also my next sewing plans. I hope you enjoyed everything that I've shared today, and don't forget to comment below. What are your next sewing plans? Are you planning to take vacation this summer? If so, where are you going? Or if not, where would you like to go for your next vacation? Yes, let's have a chat below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram, where you can keep up with my other shenanigans. I'm just saying. I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Think lovely thoughts. Keep on smiling. And always make beautiful and wonderful things. All right, lovies, I'm out of here. Bye.